The Green Bay Packers are facing a critical juncture as they head into the upcoming season, with the edge defender position suddenly looking perilous. Micah Parsons, a key player in the defense, is set to miss the opening games while he continues his recovery from an ACL injury. This is a significant blow, especially considering the Packers' recent decision to part ways with Rashan Gary and Kingsley Enagbare. As fans, we need to brace ourselves for the implications this might have on our defensive lineup. Now, I want to hear from you all. Where are you watching from today? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think the Packers are making the right moves, or are they setting themselves up for failure? In recent drafts, the Packers have taken a patient approach, investing substantial resources into the edge defender position. Players like Barron Sorrell, Colin Oliver, and Danny Dennis-Sutton were all picked with the hope of developing them into reliable contributors. Typically, Green Bay waits for training camp to assess their readiness before making decisive moves. However, the urgency this year cannot be overstated, especially with Parsons sidelined. The loss of both him and Gary leaves the Packers not just thin at the top, but painfully shallow on the depth chart. According to reports, the Packers are in a critical position, and Bleacher Report's Christopher Knox highlighted that adding another edge defender must be the top priority. The reality is clear. Green Bay, like their rivals in Chicago, has one reliable edge rusher and an alarming number of question marks elsewhere. Parsons and Gary were instrumental last season, combining for a whopping 20 of the team's 36 sacks. Now, with Gary gone and Parsons on the mend, the Packers are left scrambling. The good news is that the market for edge rushers is not entirely barren. While many positions might struggle to find capable players at this time of year, the edge defender spot has viable options. Even if we look beyond seasoned veterans like Von Miller and Cam Jordan, players such as Joey Bosa, Hasten Reddick, AJ Epineza, and Jadeveon Clowney are still available. If we take a closer look at Epineza, he might just be the best fit for what the Packers need right now. At just 27 years old and projected to command around $6 million, he could step in as a starter while Parsons recovers. Furthermore, he could transition into a rotational role later in the season, providing much-needed depth. The current plan is to start Brenton Cox or Barron Sorrell opposite Lucas Van Ness. Let's be honest, this is not the dream scenario for a team aiming for a playoff push. Having inexperienced players in critical positions can lead to a shaky defense, and that's not something Green Bay can afford. The organization needs to act quickly and decisively in the market to avoid an early season disaster. As we move forward, the urgency of the situation cannot be ignored. The Packers must weigh their options carefully and consider bringing in a veteran presence to stabilize the defense. With the depth chart thinning out and the season looming, the clock is ticking on Green Bay to make a move that can fortify their edge rushing unit. Now, let's dive into the next piece of news that could further impact the Packers as they navigate this challenging offseason.
As the Green Bay Packers gear up for the start of the football season, anticipation is building. This week marks the commencement of organized team activities. And while starting jobs won't be clinched just yet, these critical practices are key for our younger players eager to secure their positions on the roster. With the spotlight on various roster battles, it's time to dive deep into the players to watch. First and foremost, the quarterback situation appears to be solidified for now, with Jordan Love stepping in as the starter and Tyrod Taylor backing him up. The real intrigue, however, lies in the competition for the number 3 spot. McCord, a 6th-round pick from the Eagles, is in a head-to-head battle with undrafted rookie McCord and Drones. McCord, who spent last season on Philadelphia's practice squad, believed that his time there allowed him to refine his skills and gain invaluable experience. "I think last year, I almost viewed it as a redshirt year," he mentioned, emphasizing how that experience has prepared him for this moment. His growth could be pivotal in determining who emerges as the backup in the years ahead. In the backfield, we have to address the health struggles of Lloyd, a player who could have complemented Josh Jacobs over the past 2 seasons, but has missed an astounding 33 out of 34 games due to injuries. This year, however, he has a chance to rewrite that narrative. If he can maintain his health, his speed and quickness could provide a significant boost alongside Jacobs, as running backs coach Ben Simmons pointed out. The competition for spots behind Jacobs is wide open, especially with Martinez, a 7th-round pick from Seattle, aiming to showcase his tackle-breaking abilities in training camp. The wide receiver position is another hotbed of competition, especially following the departures of Romeo Dew and Dontavian Wicks. This opens the door for last year's first-round pick, Golden to not only start, but to potentially become a focal point of the offense. The pressure is on him to step up and demonstrate he has the skills of a #1 receiver. After a rookie season marred by injury, the expectation is that he transforms into a key playmaker this season. Williams, another receiver, displayed efficiency with a perfect catch rate last year, albeit with minimal yards gained. His ability to stretch the field will be crucial as the coaching staff looks to maximize the aerial attack. With the likes of Golden, Christian Watson, and Jaden Reed already in the mix, the competition for the remaining roster spots among receivers will be fierce. Isaiah Nair, an undrafted rookie with impressive measurables, is a name to watch. The tight end position sees the addition of R.J. Maryland, the son of former NFL star Russell Maryland. He should bring an intriguing skill set to the table, having recorded solid numbers at SMU. However, the spotlight will also be on Morgan, the first-round pick from 2024, who is now focusing on left tackle after 2 seasons in utility role. His ability to protect Jordan Love's blind side is crucial, especially with no clear backup plan in place. On the defensive side, the newly added ST just brings size and experience to the cornerback group, which saw significant turnover this offseason. His ability to cover top receivers during OTAs will be telling as we progress toward the regular season. With Cisse and Jackson joining the mix, the Packers are clearly looking to bolster their secondary, and the competition will be fierce. Finally, the kicker battle presents another layer of intrigue. Smack, drafted after the team traded up, will face off against Lucas Havrizik. The pressure is on Smack to deliver, especially in the unforgiving Green Bay cold. His performance in practice will be critical as he aims to secure his place on the team. As we prepare to watch how these storylines unfold over the course of OTAs and in a training camp, the excitement is palpable. Each position battle has the potential to reshape the roster and impact the season ahead. Stay tuned as we continue to track these developments and what they mean for the Green Bay Packers moving forward. Up next, we'll delve into more of the offseason moves and what they could mean for the team's strategy heading into the new season. Let's dive straight into the latest buzz as we wrap up our coverage. Micah Parsons, the 5-time Pro Bowler and 3-time All-Pro, is making waves again, but not just for his illustrious career stats. This young star, who turned 27, has had a roller coaster ride that's captivating fans and analysts alike. After an impressive 4-year stint with the Dallas Cowboys, where he became one of the most feared pass rushers in the league, Parsons found himself embroiled in a drawn-out conflict with owner Jerry Jones over contract negotiations. As a result, the Packers seized the opportunity to make a strategic move that could redefine their defense. In a bold trade, the Packers acquired Parsons in exchange for 2 first-round picks and veteran defensive anchor, Kenny Clark. Immediately, Green Bay committed to Parsons with a staggering 4-year, $186 million contract. This decision reflects the Packers' vision for the future, solidifying their defense with one of the league's elite talents. In his first season with the Packers, Parsons showcased his prowess, playing 14 games and registering 12.5 sacks while forcing 2 fumbles. His performance was not just impressive, it was a statement that he's here to make a difference. However, the excitement was tempered by a devastating setback. A torn ACL late in the season cast a shadow over his future. While expectations are high for his return in 2026, the timing of the injury raises concerns. Will he be ready for the start of the season, or will the Packers have to navigate the early weeks without their superstar? This uncertainty looms large over Green Bay's defensive strategy moving forward. Now, let's pivot a little. Did you know Parsons is part of an exclusive club? He's one of only 43 NFL players to have recorded at least 5 seasons with 10 or more sacks since the league began officially tracking this statistic in 1982. That's a remarkable achievement that speaks to his talent and consistency. So, for the fans out there, how many of those players can you name in just 6 minutes? It's a fun challenge that highlights the elite company Parsons keeps. As we wrap up, it's clear that Micah Parsons is not just a player. He's a cornerstone for the Packers' defense. His potential return could be the catalyst for Green Bay to reclaim dominance in the league. What are your thoughts on this situation? Are you optimistic about Parsons' recovery? Or do you think the Packers should be looking for additional reinforcements? Let us know where you're watching from and share your opinions in the comments. And if you want to keep up with the latest on the Packers and more, don't forget to subscribe. The future is bright for Green Bay, and we're all in for the ride.